Almost every gamer or firearms junkie out there has heard of the legendary Desert Eagle pistol, right? I mean, we've all watched those movies where this beast unleashes its raw power, turning any character into a total badass. But here's the real scoop: is the Desert Eagle as epic in real life, or did game devs and Hollywood just pull the wool over our eyes again? Let's dive into the nitty-gritty. So, picture this. The Desert Eagle was born from a wild mix of 3 different firearm types, resulting in a pistol that's practically a Hollywood superstar, making cameo appearances in action movies and even comedic mashups due to its outrageously large caliber. Before this bad boy hit the scene, if your average Joe wanted to shoot hefty bullets like the 44 or 357 Magnum, they had to settle for a classic revolver. The big idea? Craft a pistol with a caliber so big it could handle punches way harder than your run-of-the-mill handguns. And voila! The Desert Eagle was born, strutting its stuff with calibers like the 356 Magnum, 44 Magnum, and 50 AE. Now, let's talk about the brainiacs behind this beauty. Bernard White and Arnold Steinberg, the masterminds from Magnum Research, had an aha moment and filed a patent application in the good old USA for a gas-operated semi-automatic pistol mechanism. They introduced this game-changer in 1983. This patented marvel is basically the DNA of the Desert Eagle, though in 1985, Israel Military Industries thought they'd give it a shot too with another patent. Even though the Israeli patent and the Magnum Research one looked like long-lost twins, it was the Israeli version that went global. So, for the next 3 decades, these 2 companies were the big players in the world of firearms. Talk about a dynamic duo, right? The Desert Eagle, a true titan in the world of virtual firearms and Hollywood blockbusters. Its legendary status in the digital and cinematic realms is undeniable, often portrayed as the ultimate hand cannon, a symbol of raw power and style. But when it comes to real-world military and police use, the story takes an amusing twist. Imagine this: in the pixelated world of video games where heroes and villains engage in epic showdowns, the Desert Eagle is a star blasting through obstacles with ease. Gamers and moviegoers marvel at its power, thinking, why isn't this beast of a gun in every holster? Now, let's step into reality. There's Officer Joe strapping on his gear for the day. He eyes the hefty Desert Eagle with a mix of awe and skepticism. Looks cool, but can it tango in the streets, he wonders. First up, the Desert Eagle's heft. A whopping 2 kilograms or around 5 pounds. It's like carrying a small dumbbell. Officer Joe imagines a foot chase with this metal mammoth in his holster and he's already out of breath. Next comes the recoil saga. Picture this: Officer Joe, in a tense situation, rifle down, he draws the Desert Eagle, he fires. The kickback is so intense it's like wrestling a small alligator. The bad guys aren't just standing there, they're moving targets, and Joe is trying to steady his aim for round 2, thinking, maybe I should have stuck with my trusty standard issue pistol. And then there's the ammo. Desert Eagle rounds aren't your everyday bullets. They're more expensive and not as readily available as those for more conventional sidearms. It's like needing a special type of fuel for a car that's only used occasionally. In the hunting world, sure, the Desert Eagle could be a showstopper for taking down big game, but in the fast-paced, unpredictable realm of law enforcement and military operations, it's like bringing a bazooka to a chess match, overpowering but not exactly practical. So, when the Desert Eagle reigns supreme in the realms of fantasy and entertainment, flashing its might and muscle in the real world, it's a bit like a movie star trying to do a regular day job. Cool to look at, but maybe not the best fit for the task at hand. The Desert Eagle, a true behemoth of a pistol that's more Hollywood than real-world practicality. Let's dive into its story with a twist of fun. First off, picture a newbie shooter trying the Desert Eagle for the first time. It's like they're expecting a gentle breeze but get hit by a hurricane instead. The sheer power of this pistol can send an inexperienced shooter into a dance they never signed up for. Conventional pistols? They're like riding a bike compared to taming a wild stallion, which is the Desert Eagle. Now, let's talk money. The Desert Eagle doesn't just shoot bullets, it shoots dollar bills. with the starting price of the gun at a cool $1,500 and each bullet costing up to $2.50. It's like buying a premium coffee with every shot. Imagine arming an entire army with these golden guns. The accountants at the Pentagon would have a heart attack. The design of the Desert Eagle is more akin to a space-age gadget than your average pistol. It uses a gas system that's usually seen in heavy-duty rifles. This means when you fire it, you're not just shooting a bullet, you're also conducting a mini science experiment in gas dynamics. However, this fancy mechanism comes with a catch. It's high maintenance like a diva, neglecting its cleaning, and it's like inviting a temper tantrum where it could jam or, in a dramatic twist, potentially explode. Now that's a cliffhanger you don't want in real life. Despite its quirks, the Desert Eagle remains a star in the world of hunting and target shooting. Its imposing and brutal appearance makes it a trophy gun, a look but don't necessarily shoot kind of piece. It's the kind of gun that says, I'm here to make a statement, not necessarily to be practical. So even though the Desert Eagle might hold a place of honor in the annals of gun history as a practical, everyday pistol, it's like casting a superhero in a role that needs an everyday hero. It's flashy, it's dynamic, but when it comes to the day-to-day grind, it's not your go-to guy. Even though the Desert Eagle may not have been the perfect weapon in terms of practicality, its financial power is undeniable. Since its debut in the 1980s, this Magnum powerhouse has raked in a fortune thanks to its starring roles in pop culture. Created by Magnum Research Inc., the Desert Eagle was not just a pistol, it was a blockbuster in the making. With its unique design and hefty firepower, it quickly grabbed the spotlight in movies like The Matrix and video games like Call of Duty, turning it into a celebrity among guns. Trying to pin down the exact financial windfall from the Desert Eagle sales is like trying to hit a moving target without a scope. However, with its price tag shooting between $1,500 to over $2,000 per unit, and considering its sustained popularity as if it were a top-grossing movie franchise, it's likely that the Desert Eagle has blasted its way through the financial stratosphere, possibly raking up tens of millions in revenue. This cash influx undoubtedly bolstered Magnum Research's arsenal of assets, fortifying its position in the firearms market. The plot thickens in 2010 when Car Arms, akin to a corporate sharpshooter, acquired Magnum Research. This wasn't just a transaction, it was more like a strategic alliance in the high-stakes world of firearms. The price of this deal? Cloaked in secrecy, but definitely a figure that would make any financial analyst's eyes widen. The Desert Eagle, with its blockbuster status, was the golden egg in Magnum's nest. Continuing to enjoy its role as a top-tier, high-caliber star in the gun world, the Desert Eagle remains a solid, lucrative asset, both for Magnum Research and Car Arms. While the exact financials are as enigmatic as a spy dossier, one thing is clear. In the world of firearms, the Desert Eagle is not just a weapon, it's a financial force to be reckoned with, a testament to the power of brand, design, and a little Hollywood magic.